Brian back here with a look at Kaspa. Alright, we have a different price target here. Alright, I'm going to show you that target here in a second. This up here is out. Okay, we're going to get rid of that right now. I'm going to show you guys the target here, and I'm going to show you why it's changed here in a second. Alright, we're going to have to come over here real quick, take a look at Bitcoin, get this over with. We're approaching that 702 up here. $53,051. Alright, I have this exactly pretty much where it's supposed to go. And it's just over 53,000 bucks. Okay, if we zoom in here on a daily. Speaking of, we had 3 winning trades on the Discord here within the last 2 days. Alright, I put out Ape, I put out a Beam trade, and I also put out a Bitcoin short yesterday. And that Bitcoin short yesterday, it was only like an $800 short, but you have to use, you got to, excuse me, that was with leverage over there. Okay, I expected it to come down a couple $100 more, but what it ended up doing here, let me zoom in here real quick and show you. You guys that are on Discord, you already know. I had a few people over there, I believe, taking the trade. So Bitcoin on the 1 hour, what it did here was right here. Okay, had a trend line up through here. It was right in here. Right in here. Okay, it broke that trend line right here. All right, and I expected it to come down. It ended up coming down to about 51.3. I expected it to come down to about 51,000. You know, and overall, actually, I had a bigger target for that. I think when this thing does pull back, it's probably going to come down, you know, right down to around 50,000 bucks here if it loses this wedge right here. But that short yesterday, you know, we were aiming for right around 51,000. Started dropping here. Okay, was a positive trade. I had a trailing stop loss on this, but that then ended up bouncing here. What it did was a ABC, a perfect ABC in here. If you go in on a 30-minute, all right, let me show you real quick, because this helps you guys too when you're trading. All right, this is for your benefit. All right, this thing came right here, had an A, B, and then this measured. Let me get this right on here. This is up just a hair. I don't want to. There we go. Okay, A, B, and then this C came down here, and that's where it ended up bouncing. But I had a excuse me, an ABC right in here. All right, and that's why this bounce happened. Boy, I was kind of mad, because if I would have measured this out ahead of time, you know what I mean. Sometimes even, you know, I miss trades, absolutely, but I could have rode this C wave, but we could have rode it the whole way up here. That would have been a nice trade right there, especially on leverage. You know, I had don't do what I do, guys. I had a 20x on this drop right here, and thank God I had a trailing stop loss. It ended up in profit, but this ride up here would have been nice. I could have probably tripled my money. But anyway, we had 3 winning trades in Discord there within the last 2 days, so the Ape trade ended up really good. But you can see Bitcoin here is wedging back up. All right, if we come out here on a date, well, let's not go out that far. Let's go in on the 8 hour here. Look at these wicks. Look at that. Ain't that crazy? Look at this, people, sellers, right up here, getting up towards that 702. Look at all these wicks. Them are sellers coming in. As soon as it gets up towards 53, you got a bunch of sellers. That's what I said. There's a bunch of sell orders up here at 53,000 bucks, and you can see them now. Look at it. I mean, you don't see wicks like that very often. That's crazy. And that's on a there's the 4 hour. That's on the 8 hour. There's the 12. And then there's the daily. Look at these wicks. Unbelievable. All right, we have the daily RSI right at the top of 198. The 12 hours pulling down. The 8 hour bearish. And then if we go into bigger time frames, the weekly has turned up. And we have the monthly at a 100 and a 100. All right, so kind of maxed out there. We'll see what happens. Keep an eye on 53,000. If we come over here, I want to show you guys this here. Look at the Dow. Out on a weekly. Let's zoom this out. Whoops, I apologize there. My pain in the butt cat. All right, the Dow Jones. right at a 4.236 Fibonacci extension the whole way out here. You can see it's poking out the top, but there's a full extension on the Dow Jones. All right, we come down here. The NASDAQ, once again, look at that, a full 4.236 extension right to the top. And then we have the S&P 500, almost up there. Look at that. It's up at 5,054, has a 5,300 target. So you can see the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, the S&P, they're almost all at a 4.236 extension. Okay, so maybe 53,000 is a big pullback. We'll have to wait and see on that, but all of these are getting up there pretty high. All right, if we come over here to the Kaspa FYI, look down here. Within the last 1 hour, 1 whale, 2 dolphins, 10 fish. Last 7 days, 18 sharks. Last 30 days, 33. You know, some big numbers down here. -3 whales in the last 7 days there. We didn't. Let's look at the dashboard real quick. And then I got something else pretty cool to show you guys, so please hang in there. The members, thank you so much, guys. 77 members now. Over in Discord, we're killing it with some trades. If you haven't, please check out the level 3 membership guide. $14.99. Even just a basic membership gets you into Discord. You know, you'll make your, you know, no guarantees. You should make your $15 back very easily. All right, but 9 hours worth of videos over there, 20 plus videos for $15 to teach you how to, you know, start trading these markets. There's a bull run coming, so don't leave a bunch of money on the table. That's excuse me, that can be a terrible mistake. That's for sure. That happens in a bull run. It's easy to make money. You think you're a genius, and then when it starts collapsing and your wallet starts shrinking, you got to know when to sell. They teach you all that stuff. $100 million plus dollars. One wallet holds 100 million plus. $10 million plus. 21 people hold at least $10 million in Kaspa. $1 million. 372 people hold at least $1 million in Kaspa. And check this out. Look at this here. The $10,000, there's 22,411 people to hold at least 10 grand in Kaspa. That's pretty impressive. You know, and at $1,000 plus, 75,000 people. I thought that was pretty cool. And if we come over here, right over here, how about this? Kaspa price prediction. Excuse me, the potential for millionaires with Bitcoin ETFs and limited supply. Kaspa has the potential to make millionaires with its projected price hitting $5, $10, or even more. And the introduction of Bitcoin ETFs and limited supply Bitcoin could lead to much bigger prices than anticipated. Wouldn't $10 be awesome? That would be absolutely crazy. All right, over here on CoinGlass. 24-hour liquidations, 147.3 million. Expect that to rise tremendously soon. Look at the open interest, 49.2 billion. Then we have 24-hour volume for the market at 130.9 billion. That's down 9%. You have 50.69% longs and 49.3% shorts out there. All right, over on the crypto bubbles. Yeah, look at the week. Look at the week we've had. How about VeChain? But I love that. I do. I held a lot of it the last bull run. I love VeChain. If you're new to crypto, you know, this thing is already, it was around a penny in the bear market. It's almost on a 5x already. You know, not 4 anyway. But I love that. All right. Got some big winners out there for the week in the last month. Look at this. Blockstack's finally moving. That is good to see. Look at Tau up 150%. You know, the Kaspa 28.6%. Some big numbers out there for the last month. And for the day, a little bit of red out there. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin wedging up here. You know, getting close to that $53,000. All right, so you can see Kaspa just peeking out the top of this. If we zoom in here on a 15-minute. This is the top of our wedge. Let's make that a little bit more noticeable here. Let's make them a 3. All right, you can see we poked out the top. We are on the upside of this wedge now. Okay, the 4-hour. Look at that, poking right out the top. All right, now what I got to show you guys here. All right, let's look at the RSIs, and then I'll show you the price target for this. All right, the 4 hours heading up. We have the 8-hour just turning up, the 23 and a 14. We have the 12-hour just turning up, the daily turning back up. It's at a 77 and an 80. And then, of course, we have that beautiful weekly at a 25 and a 13. It looks fantastic. Do we have any bearish divergence here? No, none there. Lower highs. No, I don't see any bearish divergence. All right, now, let's look here. I was measuring these out before I did the video, okay? Let's take a look here. First off, this wedge, flag, whatever you want, symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it. All right, we have the width of this thing. All right, that's how you get your measured move. If you don't know that, please go sign up for the trading courses. I push them, guys, because, you know, and $15. I'm a small YouTuber. I got to generate. Obviously, I got to generate, some profits. And you guys are the best. The memberships. If it wasn't for the memberships, quite honestly, I don't believe I'd do this. You know, I have 3,800 subscribers. I'm getting up there, and I love doing it. But I have a lot of time invested in these videos all the time. But you guys keep me doing it. I love you, and I really appreciate your loyalty. Thank you so much. All right, now this wave 1, 2. All right, we went from here. All right, which gave us a target. If we go from here to the top, to the retracement, that gave us that target right up around 16.8. Okay, that doesn't match up with the width of this. Okay, so maybe that wave 1, 2 starts right there. Well, let's see. 1, 2, pullback. Oh boy, that's looking more like it, huh? 15.5. Well, what else could we use? Well, if we use the regular Fibonacci, that gives us a wave 5 target. The regular fib, if we put it on the top to the bottom, right about there. Boy, oh boy, look how these are lining up here. 15.5 to 15.6. That's the target. We have 3 confirmations. We have a Fibonacci with a 1.618, gives us 15.6. We have the width of the wedge here, gives us right around 15.6, and we have the trend-based extension, gives us 15.5, basically 15.6. That's 15. It's 950 right there. That could 15.6, 15.5 to 15.6 is the target. All right, the 1.618, the width of this triangle, and the trend-based extension all give us that. All right, now once we reach up there, of course, I would expect, I have no idea how big this is going to be. We'll have to wait and see. Once we get up there, we'll do some measurements and see, but expect an ABC correction after we hit this up here. All right, so I apologize. I really thought 16 cents might be the target there, but 16 to 17, but it looks like 15.5. All 3 of these match up. All right, please hit the like and subscribe, guys. I'd appreciate that so very, very much. Consider joining up as a member, and thank you, everybody. You guys are the best.